Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the On Top of the World mission set in Dubai. And today we will be taking care of the Black Gold Eye challenge, which entails killing Kyle with his little model oil rig. We will also get today the last of the shortcuts, which is the atrium lobby door. That's quite a tricky one. Moving on from that, we will get the wet worker discovery or feat for dressing as the vulture assassin. We will then move on and get the mission story bird of prey, which entails dressing partly as the vulture. After that, we are going to move on to the servant exit, which is quite a trek from where we finished the mission. Hence the length of the video in some respects. So for today's challenge, the only thing we really need to bring with us are coins, but I've just got into the habit of bringing a silenced pistol with me wherever I go. So right from the start, off the bat, this is going to be quite a lengthy video as there are a number of escort mission sections to it. So we're going to make our way up into the lobby and atrium areas and around to our left, and we're going to go and begin setting up our first kill. So we're going to make our way around to the security room, which is just past the black and gold bar, and right up here, this is where our target is, Mr. Marcus, and he's going to come out of the security room momentarily. And he's going to go through the double doors behind us, followed closely by his personal bodyguard. And there he comes now. So we're just waiting for the guard on patrol beyond those double doors to be in a good position for us. And he is just moving into that position for us now. So we're going to go through the double doors, pull out our silenced pistol and drop it on the floor by the boxes. And then we're going to hide ourselves as deep into this corner as possible, and when the patrolling guard comes back, he will spot that gun and he will move in to take the gun away, and we can then get behind him and render him unconscious. So he has spotted the gun, he's moving in to investigate, and he suddenly goes to sleep. So we're going to collect up everything that he drops, including our silenced pistol, and we're going to hide his body in the closet that is just down the end of the corridor here. And once we've got him safely tucked up in the closet, we will then take his outfit. So that is part one taken care of. That would basically clear this area of the patrolling guard. Part two involves placing a gun outside of the security room, but as we've got plenty of time before Marcus comes back, we're going to go and unlock the atrium door. Now to do this we need a key card, and the key card is currently being held by one of the building staff members in the far bathroom in the atrium. So it's the bathroom the furthest away from us. We're going to make our way inside. That is the staff member right there. So we're going to make our way into the toilet cubicle, throw a coin against the wall and hide behind the door. And the staff member will come in to investigate. We're going to close the door behind him, render him unconscious, and he will then drop the key card we need. We're going to collect up his key card and our coin. We're going to pull him away from the door as best we can. There are no cupboards or hidey holes in here. And we're going to exit the room and close the door behind us very quickly. And we're going to use our newfound key card on the maintenance door to our left. And we're going to make our way down through these maintenance corridors, taking out the camera on the wall on our way. And down the stairs, past the maintenance worker, or the cleaner from the looks of her, all the way down to the very bottom, where we will find a very secure door, which we will unlock at the touch of a button. So there we go. So that will bring us back out into the lobby area, and it will get us our final permanent unlock shortcut. So we can now make our way back up towards the security room, and we can continue on and take out our non-target target for the day, Marcus. So all the way running straight back to where we go to the black and gold bar, and just at the last second I remembered that my copy of the game, I don't know if this is the same for everybody else, does seem to have a slight glitch that when Marcus gets to that point up on that balcony, if you're not within earshot, him and the Sikh don't start their conversation, they just stand there. So we need to be present to start the conversation. If that is not an issue for you, you can make your way straight to the security office area, and we're going to drop our gun against the wall there, and we're going to make our way into the staff only area and wait just behind the doors here, and eventually our target will come along and he will go into the security office briefly, and when he comes out of the security office he will then spot the gun that we've dropped, and he will basically tell his personal bodyguard to remove the weapon, and he will then carry on about his day, and the bodyguard will pick the gun up and go off in the opposite direction. So all we've got to do is close the doors behind Marcus, render him unconscious or put a bullet in his head, either way, or snap his neck, or fiber wire him even. The important thing is that we dump his body down this open elevator shaft, and that will get us another challenge. Shame we can't see all the way down, it must be a long way.
We're not done yet.
So with target number 1 taken care of and his body dumped down the lift shaft, that will, like I said, will get us the high-rise drop challenge, and we can now move on to the mission story involving the vulture assassin. So we need to make our way back all the way across the atrium to where the assassin is, and if you've seen my silent assassin suit only run, you already know where he is. He's right here. We're going to run past him and trigger his conversation, and at this point we're going to deviate from what I would normally do, because I was watching somebody else's YouTube videos early this morning, and they have a much better system for getting the vulture's outfit. Thank you to Mr. Freeze 2244 for that one. So what we're going to do is go into the cubicle on our right as we enter the little garden area. We're not going to bother to take out the young lady taking selfies, and we're going to drop our gun in the bushes there and await the arrival of the vulture, and throw a coin against the wall of the cubicle when he's walking past. And he will position himself in such a way that we can get behind him, and when we render him unconscious, he stays nicely tucked up in the bushes, unlike with the young lady I was eliminating in previous videos. So we're going to take the vulture's outfit, and we're going to approach the stairs where we first encountered him, and we're going to go through a frisk zone, which is why we dropped our pistol. So once we go through this frisk zone, this is where things start to drag out a little bit, because we will now have to be escorted upstairs very slowly, and we have to go through a staircase escort about 3 times.
Oh, Mr. Kazim.
And they're all very slow.
I'm glad you changed your mind.
Arrogance can be a dangerous trait.
Yes, indeed, it can. Mr. Ingram has been expecting you. We have a conference room set up for you.
So once we're through the frisk, we can make our way up the stairs, approach this young lady and engage her in conversation to begin our first little escort up some stairs. It is incredibly slow. We cannot run on ahead because she will stop and wait for us. So we do have to wait and walk with her.
Ingram will be with you shortly.
Thank you.
And she's going to lead us to a conference room where we will then enter and sit down like we're here for a job interview, which we are. So we're just going to wait now for our second target, Carl, to arrive and engage our services.
Omar tells me great things about you. I'll get straight to the point. I have well, let's call it a dispute, which the Royal Highness tells me you're very capable of taking care of. Now, I've worked with your organization before, in Morocco, I believe, so I'm a little hesitant.
Don't be. We do what's needed.
Well, only time will tell. I have 2 assignments for you. Take care of the first one, and then we can discuss the bigger fish. Now, on to the first. An acute problem has been brought to my attention.
Keep talking.
I'll be candid with you. No one is supposed to know that I'm here. However, there's a journalist down at the inauguration, and he's asking rather intrusive questions about who's staying up here, and that is a very dangerous problem for me. Now, I want you to silence this little pain. You think you can do that?
It's what I do best.
I like your bluntness. This is his file. Hans Lucht, Pulitzer-winning freelance journalist. He's good, and won't give up until he gets the answers he needs. And that can't happen.
Consider it done.
Good man. And remember, I want a picture. I want proof so I can sleep tonight.
Of course.
Once this little assignment is completed, come back and talk to Miss Toe. Then we can discuss the real cancer that needs to be removed. I'm sure you can see yourself out.
So once that little conversation has all played out, we now have to go and find the journalist, and we need to silence him. Now, the journalist is quite easy to spot. We do have a photo if you want to look in your intel box, but he, like I said, he's very easy to spot. He's the one wearing the bright purple jacket.
Mr. Lucht, I hear you're looking for information.
Oh, really? Okay. You know what's happening upstairs?
I know more than you could imagine. But we can't talk here. Follow me.
Great. Lead the way.
So once we've engaged him in conversation, we can pretty much lead him anywhere we wish. It just so happens that we managed to catch him right outside of a bathroom. So we're going to take him into the bathroom and tell him to wait here.
For me here. I'll be back as soon as possible.
All right. Whatever it is, better be good.
And with that, he will not now turn around if we walk behind him. If you don't tell him to wait, he will just keep turning around and you can't get behind him. So once we've got behind him, we can then render him unconscious. We're going to drag his body into the corner of the room, just like we did with the staff member earlier. And again, there are no hidey holes to hide our victim. And one of our stipulations for this task is that we need to photograph the body. So that's what we're going to do.
Yes, that's it. Now Ingram trusts you. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
So now we have our photograph of our unconscious reporter. We can now make our way back up and speak to Kyle. And this is where we are about to encounter our second escort mission on a few stairs. So on the way there, I'm going to re-grab my pistol, because I like that pistol and I don't want to leave it behind. So we do not have to go back through the frisk. We only need to be frisked that once, and then we're free to roam these areas. And we're going to make our way back up to the penthouse reception and speak to the young lady again.
Welcome back. So, you have the picture?
Yes, here.
Good. Our guest will be delighted. Please follow me. He's waiting.
So all we've got to do for the second time now is follow this young lady up a few flights of stairs and out onto the penthouse atrium area, which is this nice infinity pool looking area here. And like I said, she walks very slowly. We have to continuously stop and wait for her to get a little way ahead, because we just cannot walk slow enough. Even at our slowest speed, we catch her up quite quickly. And again, if we get too far behind or too far ahead, she will stop. And we have to go back for her or catch her up. But we are now being led up to Carl's private office up in the top of the penthouse here, where we'll be engaged in conversation once again by
Mr.
Carl.
Ingram is expecting you.
Hey, man.
Mr. Castillo.
So we're going to make our way inside, approach Carl Ingram.
Yes. Your problem is fixed.
Omar said you were good. Let's get down to the important business at hand. Okay, people, clear the room. I need to discuss some delicate business with Mr. Kazim.
Perfect. We have Ingram right where we want him.
Please make yourself
47, you know what to do.
So Carl has told everybody to leave, and everybody does except for one bodyguard. So we're going to quickly move into the next room, throw a coin against the wall, and that will distract both of these gentlemen, and the guard will go to investigate, and we can then render him unconscious from behind the wall and quickly make our way back into the office where Carl is looking over his model oil rig, which we're going to kill him with.
We got him, 47. Soon there will be no more Providence. You need to find an exit. Our business is done here, but it's far from over.
So that will get us not only the Bird of Prey mission story, but it will also get us the Black Gold Eye challenge as well. All that's left for us to do is to very carefully hide both of these bodies in the closet provided, trying not to attract the attention of the guard outside. And once we leave this room, we will be once again, for the third time, escorted down the stairs. So we're just going to have to follow this gentleman now, all the way back down to the reception, at the very least, of the penthouse area. Once there, we will be left on our own, and we can actually go at a reasonable pace. So we're just going to follow this guy all the way. So we've pretty much taken care of everything we need to. And just to mop up one extra challenge, like I said at the start, we will be going for the servant's exit, which is the same elevator where we dumped Marcus. So we've got to make our way all the way back there. So once you reach the bottom of these stairs, you want to be just ahead of the bodyguard, otherwise you will get a suspicion meter come up. And we're going to make our way all the way back now, across the atrium and back to the security office, or just behind the security office, and we're going to escape via the elevator just there. So a whole slew of challenges and feats and discoveries taken care of there, including the Black Gold Eye Assassination Challenge. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.